Well, hey, fire signs. How are you guys doing? How you doing today? Welcome in. This is for you. Messages for you. If this does not resonate for you, check out your moon rising or Venus sign. Look at your birth chart if you don't know what that is. Feel free to swap around the characters. This is a general read. I will do my best. But we work together, you and I, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't, okay? All right, let's see what's going on for you. The March readings will be up Friday, and we're going to run a little contest. The video, the zodiac sign that gets the most likes, I will do a free, very cool, exclusive kind of content reading for you guys. So, on your mark, get set. What else was I going to say to you? Oh, yes. On Tuesday or Wednesday, I'm sorry, this week, we are doing another class on the North Node. This time it is about twin flame, specifically twin flame mission together, and how you might find that and how you might think about that. Okay. We are doing the spiritual business class right now. If you want to grow a YouTube channel, that is what I'm currently doing. If you want to be part of the next round of this, we are wondering if people want to do another one pretty quickly because we've gotten a lot of response to it. If you want to do that, please send me an email. If you want to be part of the next round of building a spiritual business, building your YouTube channel, I'm going to share everything I know, which I got to say, we've learned a lot. Boy, have we learned a lot. Okay. All right. Now, fire sign. Let's see what's going on for you guys. Just send us an email. Let us know, because we'll react accordingly. Okay? Woo! I've never seen this card before. Snake spirit. Time to heal. Aw. Bee spirit. Sweet results await. Thank goodness. Surrender now. So some past memories, or not memories, but some past experiences could still be floating around in how you're doing relationships, and it's really time to let go of that. It might have been a long time ago. Time to shed that skin, time to shed that mistrust or that fear or whatever is holding you back. It's time to do that. It's time to do that. Okie dokie, let's see what's going on for you. Aries, Leo, Sag. Do you have some feelings that you're having a hard time sharing? Maybe because in the past it didn't go so well. Oof. King of Pentacles. Wow, two kings right out the gate here. Page of Wands. Queen of Cups. Ten of Cups. Sag energy right in the middle. Temperance energy right smack dab in the middle here. The World. Page of Swords. Couple pages here. Ah, 3 pages. The one that's missing is the Page of Pentacles. Wow, check out Emperor. Oh my word. So 2 kings and an emperor. And then all these pages, right? Kings and emperors are not only masculine, but very accomplished and very mature energy. Kings and emperors, very much, okay? The emperor is all of the kings. So you have 3 pages here. Pages are about messages. Pages are about, just a little. I feel like the two of you, this person who's coming into your life, it is about balance, okay? It is about, this is almost more than Libra. Libra is an energy of trying to seek balance all the time. Temperance energy is a little of this, a little of that. How do we make this work, right? So there's this very mature feeling to it. It's not just like my way or the highway, or I'm going to do what I want and you're just going to have to deal with it. The pages, though, what are the immature elements of the relationship? Passion and information, or feeling jealous, or feeling like you got to watch the other person's Facebook page. Page of Cups about this puppy love, this love, it's getting a lot bigger. 10 of Cups here, King of Cups, Queen of Cups. All right. This is starting the cycle when you're moving from immature, I don't know, immature kind of, and I don't mean like no one's pulling your pigtails. What I mean is, um, do they really like me? I'm not sure they like me. Maybe they do, right? Like this kind of thing where you're just not sure. And so hiding your feelings is preferable to letting them out and getting stabbed, right? What's going on in the middle here is how much do I divulge? How much do I say? How much do I share? How much can I offer this person? And so it starts very small, okay? Because remember the snake, it's still time to heal. There's still some things that need to be healed here. And one of them can be about communicating about feelings in a mature way. The other person can be very sort of stable in a kind of a stalwart kind of way, like a I'm stuck in my ways kind of a thing, energy there. But I feel like I love this so much, and not just because this is a fire sign reading, but I do love this so much because it's like flexibility. It's about flexibility and like what's going to work for you, what's going to work for me. And, there's different things that we each have about our personalities, about how we are, especially if you've been on this planet any length of time and you've had other relationships and things like that. And so you kind of get into these habits, or especially if you've like been alone for a while, you get into these habits about doing things or not doing things because you don't really care about them, right? You may not care about cooking. So the only time you ever turn on your stove is to light a cigar, like that kind of thing. And there's now this presence of another person or the eventuality of a presence of another person that's causing you to look more at that for yourself. What have I just sort of let go and not really cared about? There may be something that's coming that is it's the end of the immature cycle, and it's the movement into the mature cycle, where the more mature cycle, right? So there's this world energy here about like closing the book, healing, right? On any kind of immaturity, any kind of weirdness, worries, manipulations about money. If there was a past relationship that was manipulative about money, this is one of the things that's going to be needing to be healed. Okay, this person is not that person. This person is King of Pentacles. Okay, if this could be you, fire sign, King of Pentacles, very sure of yourself. If in the past there was any kind of cheating or any kind of commitment issues, those are the things that need to be healed, because Queen of Cups is very loyal. There's a tremendous loyalty here now. Okay, so what can come of this, if those things are healed, the sweet result is this 10 of Cups. You're really, learning to balance and take the good and the bad and sort of be like, yeah, you know what? I have a tendency to be late all the time. And that's something that you find disrespectful or something along those lines. So I'm going to work at that. All right. I'm going to work at that. I think I've said this before. When I was married to Steve, who was a great human being, what we would do is each month we would say to each other, what is the thing that's really annoying you this month? And we started it out with chores. Like, what's the chore you really hate? And I always hate emptying the dishwasher because my mother made me do that. So Steve was like, I'll take care of that. And he would always, and not always, because we had to shift it up. We couldn't just say the same chore every month, right? For 6 months, you had to say 6 different chores. Sometimes he would say mowing the lawn. He didn't like to mow the lawn. I personally mowed the lawn as a kid, right? And to get out of doing the dishwasher, I would say, I'll mow the lawn, because we had this riding cub cadet and I really loved it. So, so I would do that and he would be you know, like, oh, okay. You know, you see the adaptability. Now, this can also be in terms of communication, in terms of the moral fiber of the connection, or the long lasting nature of the connection, is to look at habits that may cut off intimacy, or habits that may stop you from feeling cherished, right? A woman knows when she's cherished. Sure does. Um, and what are those habits? What are those things that you do? Can you look back? Or what has this person told you? What are the things that you do that drive them crazy? If this relationship hasn't happened for you yet, we're going to do timing in the extended. We'll look at all these different signs here. I see Aries, um, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Capricorn, Taurus, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. We see that. But, you know, if this is happening in the future, how can you balance that? How can, you know, because a lot of times we do stuff and it drives other people crazy, and it doesn't really mean that much to us. It's like, oh, I could stop doing that tomorrow. I don't really care, right? I could be more mindful about this, that, and the other thing. Okay, maybe I hate doing dishes, and so I leave dishes in the sink. Well, if that makes you crazy, because I care about you, I'm going to step up doing that. Okay. I'm also going to stop doing so much takeout. I'm going to learn how to cook for myself. Or, right, it's not codependent. It's not like you're doing it for them necessarily, but you're doing it because this is how adult relationships work best, when we care enough about our partner to look at behaviors or things that we're doing that is impacting their happiness. And if it's not something that is our personality, like something that can't be changed, um, then we work on it. Even if it is our personality, we can work on things. Okay. If it helps us mature or whatever, and it's equal back and forth, it's something that isn't necessarily going to compromise who we are. Because if you're compromising who you are, this is not the relationship for you. I don't feel like that's this relationship. I feel like some of you in the past have done some things, have been terrified of commitment, or have had a hard time speaking feelings, or have felt very miserly about your money. Like, I don't like to share. Okay. And when you're getting into a marriage or a commitment, how is that going to work? Does the other person not care about sharing money? Okay, well, then if it matches, fine, right? But if it doesn't match, how are we going to work that? How are we going to work that? So, like I said, I am going to look at Aries. What did I say here? Aries, Sag. Okay, so this could be yours, could be another fire sign. I see Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, right? See a lot of Sag here. Aries, Scorpio, Aries, Sag, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and I'll look at Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo too. Okay. All right. I'm going to continue on with this reading. If you'd like to see that, I'm also going to talk about timing. If this person isn't in your life, like when that might show up. If this resonates for you. Okay. Link is below. I'll see you over there.